All right, welcome to Beyond Fear, Beyond Doubt, releasing the energies of fear and doubt from your body, your life, your living, so that you can really just soar and nothing has to keep you limited anymore. And my name is Maggie Schlarb, and I'll be your tour guide for this adventure today. And I am an Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator, and these tools are from Access Consciousness. So is there anyone who has not played with Access Consciousness before? And it's okay if you haven't, and I'll still touch on the basics so that we all have that information. But Access Consciousness is really about empowering you to know that you know, and also empowering you to have total choice to create your life, your living, your future for you in a way that lights you up, delights you, and invites the rest of the world to have everything that they are as well. And we will be using the Access Consciousness clearing statement. If you haven't heard it before, it goes like this: right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Has anybody live not heard that before? Cool. So just in case those listening in the future, because I don't know a lot of the people that are on this call, it really is a magic wand that you wave that goes to the energetic root of what's been holding whatever limitation has been held in place. So today we'll be talking about fear and doubt, and I wonder what else we'll be talking about. And what it does, it goes to the energetic space, and oftentimes, like fear and doubt, sometimes you don't even know where this fear or doubt is coming from. It's an energetic piece that clearing statement starts to really dissolve, dissipate the point of creation and the point of creation where it started, and then where you started to destroy your life and your living in you based on that point of view. Okay, so if you could get anything out of our time together today, what would it be? And you're all on mute, so know to unmute yourself.
Maggie, my body would love freedom from all of the physical solidifications. Everywhere that I have been aware of everyone else's points of view around fear and doubt and all of that kind of thing, and where I bought it as mine before I knew better and stuck it in my body.
Cool. Okay, so everything that doesn't allow that to occur, can we destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Cool. What else? Anybody else have any asks of what you'd like to get out of this conversation?
Hey, Maggie. This is Kim, and that was awesome. I'll have that too.
Yeah.
Me three.
Yeah, I see some hands raised. Cool. Anything else, Janice? Did I just hear you wanting to say something?
Yeah. I want to stop procrastinating and start creating. Stop making excuses.
Awesome. So everything that doesn't allow you to have total clarity and ease with going beyond that, we just turn and create it.
Oh yeah, baby.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Betsy, did you have something to say? Or are you just popping on? Betsy, I muted you. So Julie says, more peace with my choices. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for that. Anyone else?
And choosing whatever the flip side is.
I thought you were going to say choosing whatever the flip I want.
I think I'm getting there.
And
yes, I'll have that. And everything everybody else said.
Cool. Very cool. So if no one has anything else to add to that, it's open. Feel free to put it in the chat. Not letting doubt get in the way. Awesome. Yeah. How cool would it be? Like, how amazing, how generative, how joyful could you choose to live if you chose to not allow doubt or fear be a part of your reality? So everything that does, let me clear that. Everything that doesn't allow that to show up, we destroy and uncreate it, please, times a godzillion.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Yeah, Tracy?
And just before I start driving, I think for me, it's also, the door's been like wide open now, and I've stepped out there, and it's just making sure I don't turn around and head back in that door again. So that's what I'd like to make sure I have real clarity about.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. So what I'd actually like to, before we even dive any further, let's start here, is everybody go to your body right now. So sense your toes. And if you are not muted, could you please mute yourself? We can hear you zipping zippers or something. So go to your body. Okay, sense your toes. Give them a little wiggle. Sense your breath. And just notice right now where your breath is. Is it kind of shallow? Is it deep? Is it fast? And just get a sense of where you are in space. And sense the edges of your skin. Sense the back of your body, the back of your head, the top of your head, your chin, your knees, your thighs. And really be present with your body right now. And also invite your being to come on in for the journey. Right? And invite your being to get in your body and then expand out energetically from your body. And let your being go as far as you'd like it to go, so that your awareness, your knowing, is tuned in, tapped in, and everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. And just keep noticing for a moment. And I'm going to ask you to ask your body to show you anywhere there is doubt solidified in your body. Okay, and everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and uncreate it. All right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So again, thank you, body, and show me more. Where else is there doubt in my body? And so this isn't to go into the wrongness of, oh my gosh, there's so much doubt in my body. No, this is for awareness to go, wow, cool. Now, what can I choose next? So notice any sensation and thank your body for the information. Okay, we're collecting information right now. And now ask your body, hey body, show me anywhere I have fear. Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and uncreate it all, please.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Body, show me any more fear so that I can see it and I can release it. I can know the energy that's present and I no longer have to take it on. Everything that is, everything that doesn't allow that, we destroy and uncreate it.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. So these beautiful distractor implants that we're speaking of, fear and doubt, I get that you all sense, and I sense the presence of it in our bodies. And the cool thing is now you have choice. You have awareness, you have information, and you have choice. And the distractor implants are really designed to keep us back from whatever it is we'd like to create. And our bodies are this vessel that actually show us what our mind is feeding our bodies. And our bodies are like sweet little puppy dogs going, okay, sure, I'll do whatever you say. And so when we feed our minds, we let our minds be fed with the fear, with the doubt. We let the outside sources allow ourselves to doubt our knowing, to fear for what we know we truly desire. We tell our body, hey, this is what we'd like. Lock it in so that I know it's real. I know that the doubt is real. I know that the fear is real. So everywhere you've gone to, the doubt is real, the fear is real, and locked it in your body, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay? So from here, do you get a sense of the sensation of what fear may feel like in your body? Now, I invite you to get the sensation, ask your body to show you excitement. Yeah, Justine?
Well, I didn't know I wasn't muted, so sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
That's the thing, is fear and excitement. They're in the same freaking spot in my body. They always are. I know it. And it's like this nauseous. It's a nausea. It's like but I can't decipher what's what most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Justine, do you truly have fear?
I don't know anymore.
So, yeah.
You guys and access consciousness, I'm not sure.
Cool. So the one thing I invite and ask is that even if you don't know, invite the wonder and the curiosity. Because when you say, I don't know, that's another form of doubt that is stopping everything. So when you put in doubt and you put in the I don't know, it's like stopping all this information that's like, ready to come in, it's stopping it. So everything that is, and everywhere you've been not allowing yourself to have the clarity that you've been asking for, will you destroy and uncreate that, please? Times a gazillion.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Cool. So do you actually have fear?
I mean, it feels like fear. It's like that, yeah. And it's so strong in that same spot as excitement. And so maybe it's just excitement.
So I really invite all of you to look at, because fear and excitement, just like Justine was saying, are so similar in frequency, so similar that it's like the heart will race, the smile will come. Sometimes, if you're fearful, you kind of do, I don't know, me, I might do a little scrunchy face like this, but when it's excitement, it's more like a big smile. And start asking yourself questions of like, is this fear or excitement? And tune into what is the light and the heavy. And light and heavy may look different for you. So right now in this moment,
no charge either.
if you're not muted, I don't know who that is. Hold on.
Maggie, you could just mute everyone if you want as a host, and then people can unmute themselves.
So where do I go? I'm usually the one on the mute, but now that I'm facilitating, it's not showing up the muting.
So if on the bottom it says participants, and then you manage participants, and there's a button on the top when you are the host that says.
Perfect. I just muted you by doing that. Thank you. Beautiful. So if you are listening and you are moving, you have been muted, and you just need to unmute yourself. So please keep yourself muted if you are not. So the light and heavy of things. Okay. So and I personally love to move and work with the body, and that the body carries so much brilliant wisdom. I'm not sure who keeps unmuting themselves, but if you are, could you wait a second until I'm done if you have a question? So the body is this beautiful vehicle for us to drive around in this life. And it also is this vast amount of information that we're perceiving, sensing with our body all the time. And when we're tuned into our bodies, we can, and we're tuned into our beings, and it's this beautiful communion between the body and the being. We get to have way more awareness, and we get to walk through life in a way that doesn't involve fear, doesn't involve doubt. It's a choosing. And you get to create by the choices you make. Right? And so let's go to the body and ask your body. And if you're not getting this right now, let me know. But trust that the more you practice this, your body will give you this information, and your awareness, your being will give you this information. So ask your body to show you the sensation of light. Light, 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 lighter and 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 lighter, bubbly champagne, lighter, 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 lighter. Okay? Get the sense of that. And now ask your body to show you heavy, 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 dense, 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 dense. So now go to light, go to heavy. Light, heavy. Light, heavy. Get a little sense of, anybody not get a sense of that? I don't want to leave you hanging on that. Okay, I'm going to trust you're going to speak up, and you're not going to be fearful of speaking up over here. So with that, we start to ask questions, and you're able to sense the light and heavy. And when you go to ask, is this fear or is this excitement? You can tune into what's light or heavy. Light is true for you, heavy is not true for you. Okay? So when you go to that fear place, you can ask that question. And the other thing that I know for me, so it's this fear is this distraction for us. And what I now know is anytime there is fear in my world, I am running as fast as I can into it. Running, running, running. Because what I know, and I think, Justine, did you have something you wanted to say?
Just
No? Okay. You're like, I'm not running.
No, I am running, but yeah.
Yeah. It's like this. So it's like even being it's like sensing the fear is like being so tuned in with your body. If we had grown up in a culture where we wear bare feet and we move around in the dark, you would know where the trees, where the whatnot is, and you'd never be injured. You'd just be able to run because you were so tapped in and so present, aggressive presence. You were so aggressively present with you and what you knew you desired to create, and you knew what was possible that only you knew. You moved forward with that intensity, yet that lightness of you moving forward. And so for me with fear, it's as soon as I sense that fear, I'm on it, I'm going. And sometimes I'll sit and be like, oh, that's fear. Here's fear. I'm going to hang out in fear for a bit. I wonder when I'm going to move past it. And that's okay. Right? It's recognizing and acknowledging, oh, wow, there's fear here. Right? And I remember one woman taught me this beautiful thing. It's like fear comes in and it's like, oh, hey, fear, how you doing? You're like, it's this energy of fear, and you're like, you're welcome to be here, but you don't lead the show. It's like having a party. Your life is your party. Do you want fear to come to the adventure with you or not? I see Ellen shaking no. Just Ellen doesn't want it. I don't want it. So everything that doesn't allow you to have total aggressive presence with your life, so that fear is no longer distracting you from you choosing what you know is possible for you, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Michelle, I unmuted you to be my yeser. Unless you need to be muted. Yeah. And so Tara said, love that aggressive presence. Yeah. There's this something about being aggressively present that you can see, like doubt doesn't even get in the way. It doesn't even it's like, hi. And you're like, nope, bye-bye. Hi. Nope, not going there. hi, nope, not going there. For those of you who can't see me, I'm actually physically moving something out of the way. But it's really this being so aggressively present and knowing what your targets are, knowing your value on this planet. Because every single one of you is a massive gift, whether you know it or not in this 10 seconds. Massive gift. And when you know that, fear and doubt, those distractions simply become something of the past. So everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive the gift that you truly be, will you destroy and uncreate all of that times a godzillion?
Yes.
Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Does anybody have a question? Yeah. Go for it, Michelle.
Maggie, I'm now totally confused. When you asked about find fear in my body,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a hotel room right now, and I found myself going down the corridor to find fear.
Mm-hmm.
And yet all of this pain that I thought had been in my body has been fear. I've misidentified.
Mm-hmm.
So truth, am I actually using fear to distract me and going and finding it somewhere else?
Are you?
Well, I'm a bit freaked out about it, so yeah, I think so.
Cool. So yeah, everything matters. And everywhere you've been using fear and collecting fear so that you make sure you have enough fear to keep you keep you going at a pace that is reasonable and acceptable, will you destroy and uncreate all of that? Yeah.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So thank you for bringing that. When I said notice fear in your body, right? It's like notice what is there and what we're not going searching for it. And this is great. If you've gone searching for it, what awesome information that is. It's like, let me go find the fear. Let me go find the doubt. So everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and uncreate it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And any doubt that's coming up in your mind right now of whether it's fear or whether it's excitement or whether it's doubt or whether it's reasoning, we just try and uncreate all of that, please.
Yes.
Wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Do you have more, Michelle?
Yeah, loads.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Do you have a question?
I do, Maggie, but I can't quite get to it. I think it's the idea of going around collecting fear from other people, collecting all sorts of stuff from other people to actually stick it in my body.
Yeah. Okay.
To slow me down.
Well, yeah. And what is the value of that?
Yeah, to slow me down, to make me more conceivable, to make me more human, to make me somehow fit into this contextual reality.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to choose that anymore.
Yeah, so all the oaths, vows, fealties, communities that you have to take the fear and everything else out of everybody else's space and bodies.
Yes.
Will you just create that, please?
Yes.
Yeah, right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, Cassie is saying yes. Ouch. Yeah, it doesn't just read on you, Michelle. Thank you.
I'm not the only one, am I?
I know. Yeah. So yeah, everywhere you're going and looking to create your world, your life, your existence by looking outwards and pulling in what you think is right and true in this reality, will you destroy and uncreate that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What if everything you require to create everything you desire, the life, the living, the future, the planet, everything is here within you? And you don't have to look anywhere else but to sit with you and trust your knowing undoubtedly unapologetically, everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And now allow any fear, any doubt that you've yanked in, you've pulled in, you've tried to solidify, tried to take off of other people so that they could have more freedom because you are strong enough to deal with it. Will you now let all of those cells, so our body has these beautiful cells and they're tiny and it looks like we're solid, but there's actually space between them, and allow every single one of those cells to energetically open up and let the fear and the doubt flock off. Let it dissolve, let it dissipate. And that flock off is one of my favorites. Like flock off and allow that. It's like if you were to see, what are they called? I saw them in Iceland when the water's underneath the surface and then it goes geyser. So imagine all these spaces and places you've locked in everybody else's junk and planted the distractors with you. Would you be willing to easily allow the geysers of fear and doubt to release from your body? Yes. And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Yeah.
Yes,
right,
please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yeah. And you may want to move after this conversation. You may want to drink lots of water. I invite you to really talk to your body to allow it to release and dissipate. And when I say release and dissipate, hold on here. When I say release and dissipate and releasing these stuff from our body so that you're free, and then what happens is you get to perceive these specifically these two energies of fear and doubt when they're around you, but you no longer have to take them in your body, right? Because you'll perceive the doubt of someone else. You'll perceive the fear of someone else. You'll perceive a fear if it wants, whatever it may be as you move forward, and inviting your body to be a contribution to release will give you your body a presence, the aggressive presence, where you get to be, in a sense, the ruler, the chooser of your life. You're no longer choosing from fear. You're no longer choosing from doubt. You get to choose from knowing. And everything that doesn't allow that to happen, we destroy and uncreate it.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yes.
I'm understanding this as what you're saying, once we do this, and you're saying after the call, drink a lot of water, stuff like that. Is this kind of like a one-stop shopping thing that this fear and doubt will be forever released? Like, what if next week I have a situation where I'm feeling that fear? Are you saying it's someone else's fear then, and then I have to do this exercise?
What I'm really inviting you to, because what would it be like if the planet actually no longer had fear and doubt? In this 10 seconds, that's not what it is. And what would it take? And would you be so bold to be a leader of that, to release this from your body? And so the questions you'll want to ask if you're noticing fear, is this mine? If you're noticing doubt, is this mine? This conversation will percolate into your life.
Okay.
Right? And it's a continual choice and a demand of yourself of, I'm not going to function from these energies anymore. I'm not going to allow myself to get distracted. And I will tell you personally, fear isn't really part of my world anymore. It really isn't. It's that as soon as that sensation of fear comes up, I'm like, let's go. Let's ride this. Like, let's check. And usually when I choose that, it's fun. I'm always choosing towards that, like even choosing to look at this telecall, because I know doubt is still fairly present in my world right now. And even building this telecall, right? I doubted a bunch of things about it. And it was like, wow, this call is really facilitating me already to show me where there's doubt in my world. And then I'm in the space of that goes. So me personally, I know the sensation for me in my body and the kind of energetics of what doubt I perceive as doubt for my experience. And I know that so clearly that I'm like, oh, there it is. Everything that is. So what you want to choose, just say if doubt or fear comes up, it's all the distractor implants at play here, or all the distractions of fear at play here. I destroy and uncreate them. And then right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And it really is this demand to continue to choose to live a life beyond limitation.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yes. Yeah, I like this. Go. It works.
Fear and doubt feel really intertwined, and so I kind of get what you're saying. I'm still struggling with like what the value of fear is, because I grew up valuing fear. It was a saving. It saved me, right? Like being afraid saved me in some ways. Okay. So there's value to fear because it had information. Mm-hmm. There's something there that I'd like to just let go of. I don't really need to like kind of go down that road, but I'd like to just let go of it.
Yeah. So everything that is, and everywhere you're using fear as the only way to get information, will you destroy and uncreate that, please?
Yes.
Times a godzillion. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Wrong. Good. Bad. Pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And what if now this and fear was information? It wasn't right. It wasn't wrong. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was information. Oh, I'm having a moment of, I shouldn't do this. What is that? What can I do with it? Can I change it? And if so, how? Mm-hmm. And you might get fear. Like I know when my kiddo might, like there's an awareness that I have, if my kid is going to run across the street, I'm going to use my voice. Mm-hmm. And not necessarily any more from fear, but there was information there that if I didn't do something, I had a fear. And so I'm pod-pocking that so that it's like, I need to have information, and the information and the greatest space to be so that you don't have the fear, or not even don't have, so that fear no longer controls you. So everywhere you're allowing fear or doubt to control your life, will you destroy and uncreate that, please? Times a godzillion.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what is the value of fear for you, Justine?
I think I can really go with the fact that it's information now, and and I'll take that information and I'll just keep running. I mean, that feels edgy, but
cool.
Like what else doesn't these days? So just keep doing that.
Here we go. Yeah, cool. And how fast are you? You're like, oh yeah, it's information. Yeah. What if those energies were just information, and what else is possible with that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who else? I feel a burning question right now. Who is it? Not yet. All right. So what if you were to, who would you be if doubt or fear no longer was the pilot of your life? And everything that is, times a godzillion, we destroy and uncreate it.
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And
unstoppable.
Being unstoppable, yeah. So what is the value of being stoppable?
It's safe.
Mm-hmm.
And familiar, like being in the comfort zone,
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to stretch.
Yeah.
The other thing that's coming up too for me is that because for me, much like what you were saying, Maggie, I don't have fear like at all. I've always done, even from as a little kid, I would pick up that I was scared of something or something was like, whoa, and I would move toward it instead of away from it. It's the doubt part that undermines me as well. And one of the things that I've been letting go of is the not making myself small or doubting myself to not intimidate other people. So there's that whole, like, you know, really being as big and as great and as everything that I am, because I already, even at the 10% that I'm at, which I recognize it, I'm like, I'm doing so much more than a lot of people, and I'm being so much more than a lot of people. And I know it's also only like 10%, and that's already like too much for so many people. And so, and I see them literally like see me sometimes, and then they just kind of go, whoa, like they back up, you know? And now really trying to see how much fun I could have with their whoa, with their, you know, but any other awareness you have around that, of like kind of letting go of, or being more willing to just intimidate in any way, even if them be intimidated and whatever, that would be great.
Yes. Thank you for bringing this up. Thank you. So when we have the power and potency that we do have and that you have, right? It's exactly what you said. You're trying to shrink so they feel comfortable. So this happened, like I'll go to a coffee shop and everybody will get confused when I'm in that space of boom, here I am. Right. And I had this wonderful friend. So this isn't my wisdom. I'm going to caveat that. And what he said to me is, he said, you are bringing doubt to your presence, to your potency. And that's why they're getting confused. So when I'm in that, there's a hint of doubt. And I saw this for me. This may not be for you. This is take this in as information and let's go from there. There was doubt of my willingness to be present and what that does to people's worlds. Okay, so everything that brings up, can we destroy and uncreate it? So now go into the potent space that you be. Okay, and bigger and bigger and bigger. What's that?
It's like, okay, snap, let's just do that. Like,
yeah, do it. So go there. So now when you're in that space, what would you like to bring energetically? What can you add so that you are not doubting and you are not at the effect of people being intimidated by you? Okay, so everything that brings up, and everywhere you've been unwilling to be intimidating because so many people are afraid that, and so many people have chosen to instill fear in you for being intimidating. Will you destroy and uncreate that? Times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And are you willing now, like truly willing, to play with, to have ridiculous amounts of fun with being the most intimidating person on the planet? I love the smiles. Look at them. Everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And what if intimidating does not look anything like you think it does? Right? And all the expectations, projections, decisions, judgments you may have on what intimidating means and doesn't means. Will you destroy and uncreate all of that? Yeah, I'm going to. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. You're all muted. So what else? Do you have another question?
Well, it's connected with that. It's what it means, what it doesn't mean, but it's also what it creates and what it doesn't create.
Okay, so everywhere you've decided what you being intimidating creates, what you not being intimidating creates, and how you are creating, how much are you creating your life based on how it might affect others. And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Yeah, thank you. Wow.
Yeah. Thank you. Woo! It's not only running on you, just saying. Yeah. So what if moving, like, do you have any more before I move? You're good?
Not in these 10 seconds.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, Sylvie says, wow, that reads on me. I think that was for this last. And Julie said, yeah, cool. So what if actually like going beyond fear and beyond doubt was simply choice? And everything that doesn't allow you to be the potent, dynamic, powerful choice maker you truly be, will you destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Julie?
So Maggie, when you say choice, it's
Mm-hmm.
about going down there, just anger.
Anger comes up. Okay.
And I do know that I confuse my anger and potency. I do clash that.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. But yeah, anger, like, yeah.
Cool. So all the distractor implants at play right now, will you destroy and uncreate all of them?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Because anger is also a distractor implant. We'll get there. I have more info for you guys. And so with this anger, is it anger or potency right now? Or both?
Both.
Both. Cool.
Yeah.
So where's the lie and where's the truth in all of it?
Wow. That I don't have the potency. I don't have potency. I don't have potency. Wow. That I don't have potency to change anything. Yeah, I just don't have it.
So all the ShiQ implants holding that in place, will you destroy and uncreate it? Times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Were you made wrong for being angry?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So everywhere you've instilled doubt and lack and hold back because you were made wrong for what was pointed out as anger but was actually your potency.
Yes.
Will you destroy and uncreate that, please?
Yeah.
Times a godzillion. Yeah. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
I can just see where I lock it in my body, where I've been locking it in my body. So yeah.
So where's that?
In my chest,
Mm-hmm.
in my breastplate, the armor, like,
yeah.
So from my throat down to here.
Yeah. So all the armor that you have built for you, the layers upon layers upon layers of armor, so that you could never speak or be your potency. Will you destroy and uncreate all of that times a godzillion?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yeah.
Yeah, the other side, that totally runs on me too. Thank you, Julie. The other part with that is not just being made wrong for being angry. It's like being made wrong when you were sensitive and you were able to perceive the truth of someone, of some situation, and the other person wasn't. And they were like, oh, you're being too sensitive. And you're like, no, there's a lie here. There's like no one else does anyone else see this? Like, really? Like that, and people trying to shut it down because they didn't want it to be acknowledged, or they weren't ready to acknowledge it yet, but you're seeing it. And then so they say that you're being too sensitive, and that could show up as you being angry, or that could show up as you being like crying, or whatever it showed up as. So that whole awareness, sensitive, being a wrongness when it's not.
Yeah.
Peace.
And thank you for that, because that's what I've done mostly all my life, and then I've turned into proving it. Mm-hmm. Proving what I'm aware of, or proving that I'm aware of the other person. And when they're saying, oh, no, you're this, you're too angry, you're so wrong, blah, 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 then I try to prove what I'm aware of is actually true. And then I fuck myself completely up.
Yeah. So everything that is, and everywhere you're resisting and reacting, aligning and agreeing to everything that was projected onto you to make you be less than so that they could control you.
Yep.
Would you destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to be out of control, out of definition, out of concentricity, out of linearity, out of form, out of structure for all eternity?
Yes.
And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Times a godzillion.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. The key here is too, that is what is happening. It's like, so all the abuse you have received to instill the doubt in you, to doubt your power, to doubt your knowing, to doubt your potency, will you revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of that times a godzillion?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. I'm getting clapping.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the abuse, self-abuse, external abuse, and it's even abuse that parents are taught that they need to do to their kids to control them. Right? And it's like, it's this perpetuating thing. So are you willing to step in to what you know and what you don't even know you know of your power and your potency and your willingness to be so out of control, nothing could ever touch you.
Yeah.
And everything that doesn't allow that, you destroy and uncreate it, please.
Yeah.
All right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Now sense your body. And anything that's kind of left, even like, so allow your whole body to be present with your body right now. And anywhere you're picking up anything, any doubt, any fear right now, let's destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So Ellen, too, I wanted to address the interesting thing about playing with the distractor implants is that, and this is for everybody, and this is partly because Ellen had asked the question, is it going to be totally gone? What is possible? Like, what would it be like for it to be totally gone and to be so fierce that it's gone? And you might find that the doubt is going to show itself to you just by your very ask. Like, what I've asked for myself is, like, anywhere that there's doubt in my world, if there's any more fear left in my world, I would like to know it so that I can choose beyond it. Okay, because yeah, Cass, yeah, I'll read that in a sec. Because it's like when you're inviting the universe to contribute to, if you really would like to get out of these distractors. And I am going to invite you soon to even more. There's 24 different distractor implants of access consciousness that I am making the demand of me that is no longer part of my reality. There will be no more judgments in my world, no more limitations, and all those distractor implants are gone. I have no idea how it's going to show up. All I know is that I'm going for the ride and you're invited. And so it's the willingness to be with it and invite, okay, if there's any doubt in my world that I am unaware of that's kind of hiding in the curtains, I want to know about it so that I can let go of it. As it's I use this, but I don't know, like there's a Super Mario game where there's mushrooms, and as he jumps on the mushrooms, they disappear. So it's almost when we have the awareness of where the doubt and fear is showing up, it's like, oh, there, poof, gone. Oh, there, poof, gone. Oh, there, poof, gone. All right. So if that's what you would like to choose, you can invite it in and it will show up in your beautiful way. Okay. So everything that brings up, lets down, turns around, twists around, does a little dance, we destroy and uncreate it.
Yes.
Yeah, right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And Cass had said brilliantly, when I think what you meant by this, Cass, and maybe you can pipe up if you want to. I know you're moving and such too today, or in the middle of packing. And it's like when we choose to be the aggressive presence for ourselves, we don't doubt ourselves anymore. There isn't fear. We are a massive invitation for other people just by our very presence, that Yeah. I want to unmute you, Justine, so I can hear you.
Yes, I just had this conversation with somebody yesterday, and it was like, that's the truth of it. Like, it doesn't have to be in our words. It's like in our very presence, in our very presence of it. And it's, God, that like excites me so much. Like, that takes away the fear and the doubt. It's like, who fucking cares about fear and doubt? If you can just be a presence that, sorry, I'm getting like,
no, go for it.
Like,
go for it.
Just be a presence to yourself, first of all. And like, then be a present. Like, all you have to do is be present in that space, and people feel it. And it's like, that is what the world needs. And so like, I love this conversation because, you know, people talk about your why or whatever. If that's your why, like if you just being in a presence that other people can feel that and feel more secure in their own presence, like that can go out. And so thank you for saying that, because like all that doubt and fear, it's like, it's just not worth hiding away for.
Yeah. And so thank you. And so imagine walking into, I'm just going to say Starbucks, one day, and you are your radiant, beautiful, confident, like aggressive presence. And you walk in, and the person in line in front of you is stressed. They have a presentation, they have family stuff going on, they've got a whole bunch of stuff, and they're like this. And you walk in and you look at them and you smile.
Yeah.
And the whole world does this.
Yeah.
And you get to acknowledge that. Yeah. You get to acknowledge that for you. You get to see the gift of that in someone else. And how does it get better than that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's like such motivation to just move past the fear and doubt, for like not let it stop you. That for me is so motivating to me. Everyone, thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, Maggie, I tried something in a shopping centre the other day. I noticed I had all my barriers down, and nearly everyone was smiling at me. And then I went into a shop, and then, you know, I put my barriers up. And so when I came out of the shop, I noticed people weren't smiling at me. So I actually made a conscious choice to lower down all my barriers, and then people started smiling at me again. So, you know, that was just being really present with me and being present, and, you know, and I just noticed the difference that actually made for me. When now I know when I put my barriers up and when my barriers are down, because it's just such a different energy. And I would say that is being present. So when I'm not being present, I'm, you know, not aware, having all my points of views and all my barriers up. And then it actually makes it easier for me to receive, but people to receive me. Because when I have my barriers up and I've got all these distractor implants all, you know, running the show, you know, I've been wondering, you know, where people not able to receive me all the time. And that is one thing that, you know, just practicing lowering down my barriers and being really aggressive present is actually a great tool, what you've been, you know, saying on the call. So
thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Does anybody have any other questions, comments, ahas?
Well, one of the things that came up with Julie just now, with a lot of people not being willing to receive you, and there's times when you have your barriers down and people still might not be able to receive you. And being willing to choose you and to be completely present and to be completely aware anyway is also another muscle, another exercise to practice that I've definitely been playing around with.
Yeah.
Because if you wait for everyone to be ready and willing and able, and it's like, oh man, you're probably not going to be you a lot of the time, and it's so much more fun to be you.
Isn't it? Yeah. Like, yeah, if you were to wait, brilliantly said, if you were to wait for everybody to be willing to receive you, to receive your joy, to the potency, you'd be still waiting. So everywhere you're waiting for permission to have all of you, to choose all of you, Will you destroy and uncreate it? And Dan, I think you're screen sharing. I'm not sure what's going, there we go. So
I'm new to this, so.
okay, so you need to not share your screen. If you, at the bottom of your, there you go, thank you. Unless you have something special you want to share with us. Thank you. So yeah, what if you didn't have to wait? So everywhere you're waiting for permission, you're waiting for validation, you're waiting for someone to acknowledge for you the gift that you are. Would you destroy and uncreate all of that, please, times a godzillion?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yeah. Cool. Well, I know I personally would love to continue this conversation, and I've set it up so that that I'm taking whoever would like to join on this wonderful adventure to go through all of the distractor implants, like through the work of access consciousness. So we have actually, Michelle, can you pop that link so I can, I might have to, hold on, I need to get a page up so that I can remember all of these for you. But we're going to do this telecall where it's every 2 weeks and have a private Facebook group so that we can be aggressively present with each other and with ourselves and with the distractor implants so that we can go beyond them. And I'm so excited. I'm jumping on this bandwagon of I'm not going to be limited by any of these distractions. Cass, do you want to say something? You're waving. We can't hear you. You're unmuted, but we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, awesome. Yes, me too. We've lived so long with these distractor implants thinking that we've been at the effect of them. And so I'm really excited about this. So thank you.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you a quick run off and tune into these distractors and notice if they're anywhere in your world. There's anger, rage, fury, and hate, blame, shame, regret, and guilt, addictive, compulsive, obsessive, and perverted points of view, love, sex, jealousy, and peace, life, death, living in reality, fear, doubt, business, and relationship. Any of those things up in anybody's worlds? Nah, I didn't think so. Just a smidge. Yeah, so we're going to dive into those. It starts on March 2nd. It's a 6-part telecall series. So 4 chunks of 4. We will, on the final week, revisit fear and doubt. And I'm so curious where we'll be at with that in the will it be 6 weeks? It'll actually be 12 weeks total that we'll be playing together in the way I've set it up. And in the Facebook group, I'm so excited in that I'll be posting videos to also invite the body component in that the body is such a brilliant gift. And when we include it in everything, there is so much more available. So there'll be that aspect, plus our hangouts it'll actually be more a call. And so you're invited to come and play. And where did the chat go? Michelle beautifully put it in the link in the chat. It will go out in the email that I'll send out later this evening because I have to run and get a kiddo after this. I would love, love, love for you to come and play. And the other end is for everybody who signs up within the first 24 hours, you get the gift of 30-minute one-on-one with me. So if you want some one-on-one time with me, it's 100, so per half an hour with me, that's $175 value. The 6-week class will be $350, or 2 payments. Betsy says, woohoo! You can either do 2 payments of $175 that are spaced 3 weeks apart so that by the 3rd call you've paid in total in full, or you can pay in full. The link will get you to that place. And if you live in a different country, that's all set up. If you're Canadian, you pay in Canadian. If you're Australian, you pay in Australian. and all of that is all set up. So if you go to the link that maybe Michelle posted again, so it's right there present in the chat. First, within 24 hours, if you sign up, you get half an hour with me, which I'm really excited for whoever's going to choose that. And that is all. I wonder how much fun we can have. And any last questions before we head out? Justine says thank you. Thank you, Justine, for being here.
Just thank you, Maggie. This is so up in so many people's worlds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Kim says thank you. I love how I get messaged in so many ways for this call. I got a text message saying thank you. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, thank you, Julie. Yeah, so I wonder when I'll play with you next. If you're coming to play, come hop on. And I think possibly even as soon as next week, there might be space. You could jump in on your half an hour time with me before the call begins, or we can do it during the call session. So thank you so much. I'm so excited to see what you create. I'm super grateful. I got another text. Thank you. Thanks, Patrick. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thank you, Maggie. An amazing start to a fantastic adventure.
I know. And if you go check the link anyways, and just you can read a little bit about distractor implants. Go click it, go play on it, go check it out. Thanks, Cassie. Go play on it. See if it, play with it. Look at the distractor implants. Is that something you want to play with? Is it not something you want to play with? And is that an adventure you're ready to embark on and play with it? The creation of that little landing page too was super fun. And so I invite you to go play with that and see if it's a fit. Because it's like, now you get to choose. You have this information and now it's your choice. And go forth and choose what will create the most for you. All right? All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.